Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella. Today is Sunday and that means Coffee Klatch. Coffee Klatch is a Belgian Dutch word, also German, that means I invite you over for a coffee, hence the coffee, and a little chit chat, hence the Klatch. So yeah, I have been reading a lot, but not really for the channel, not really something that is interesting to you. It was mostly very dry material that I had to read for my studies. I'm studying to become a librarian. So it was kind of dry. But anyway, I have still a little bit of things to say. So yesterday I read a very interesting opinion piece and it made me thinking, and maybe you will have the same question. So the man who wrote the article went to the bookshop last week and he bought 2 books at the same time, and they each were around the $30 mark. And when he came home, he realized that one book was 500 pages and full of words, and the other one was merely 140 pages, and a lot of the pages were only half full. And he was wondering, why is it that they were the same price? Shouldn't you be paying per word? And I found it really interesting, but on the other hand, I think if you do that, then you will have a lot of very thick, very wordy books that could have easily been 200-300 pages shorter just because they get more money. And I don't think that a very thick book would get sold because it would be too expensive. And yeah, sometimes a book that is a whole lot thinner is more interesting and leaves a bigger impression for you as a reader on you than a very thick book. So I think it works both ways, but I thought it was really enjoyable to read the article. He said, should we consider a book just like an accountant where you pay per word for the value you get, and like you pay gas and you pay electricity and you pay bread and whatever. But also, you know, when a very important author that is 100% sure that they will sell a lot of books, it can be interesting for the publishing company to price it at the same price point and as a really thick book. Also because they pay the other authors, less important authors or less popular authors, their fees in a way. If you publish a book for only 2,000 copies, it's just the same work and just as big as an investment as you have to print 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 books. The basis is pretty much the same that you have to spend in time and money. And an author that sells easily 100,000 copies, well, they give the publishing house some money to invest in young talent, young undiscovered talent. And sometimes, yeah, they only sell 2,000, 3,000 copies at the beginning. Sometimes when they have a second or third book, people go back to the first one because they want to read everything, and then it becomes really interesting. But I thought it was a very good question. What are your thoughts on that? I thought it was interesting. And yeah, I didn't reach many spectacular books, but I did read one that blew me away. It's an old copy. It's one that I bought secondhand, and I haven't checked it, but I'm hoping that this is still available. It is by Vita Sackville-West. It is No Signposts in the Sea. Can you see it? No Signposts in the Sea. This is a beautiful story. I really, really enjoyed it. So it is about a journalist who is maybe around 50, and he quit his job because he heard from his doctor that he is about to die. But he is a little bit smitten by a girl who he knows that she is going on a cruise, and he does everything to get on that cruise too. And they meet each other every night, and they have wonderful conversations. And he is not pushy, or he's very respectful towards her. It's not something creepy. But this book is so wonderful, and such a little gem, and so soft, and with so much respect, and yeah, I really, really, really loved it. This is not a book that is loved by Goodreads, but I gave it 5 stars anyway. I really enjoyed it. It's not a perfect book, but I loved it. It's written somewhere in the 50s. Let me see. Let me see. 61. In 61, so it was the last. And yeah, I thought this was a little gem, and I really, really enjoyed it. It is perfect for this time of year, I think. Yeah, very good. You did well, Vita. And then I'm also still enjoying Tom Lake by Patchett, performed by the wonderful Meryl Streep. It is really well done. I'm really enjoying it. Although I don't listen a lot to audiobooks, only when I walk my dog, and sometimes with this rain we have the last couple of weeks, those are very short, and so I don't advance much. And I'm currently reading The Vile Thing We Created. That gets also very mixed reviews, but I'm just nearly in, so I can't tell you whether it's good or not. Yeah, and since I have my book buying ban, so I will read something that is in my closet. I think I will read Gentleman in Moscow or The Alice Network. Oops. And I'm also buddy reading The Western Front together with Micah. But I was a bit behind because yesterday we had a spooky night in the village, and we invited the children of the surrounding villages to come over, together with their parents of course, and do a walk through our village, and we did everything to spook them. It's a sort of Halloween, but since it's later, it's not Halloween. But it was a bit inspired by. And it was a huge success until the rain came, and then it was over. I will put a couple of pictures at the end of the video. So yeah, that's mostly it. The only thing I can say is I really am enjoying my studies. And then I'm also, I will be reading a couple of war books, but maybe one a week, because I don't want everything on my channel to be about wars. My niece is finally getting better. So we thought we lost her like 10, 11 days ago. She has leukemia, but a very aggressive one. She's only 32. And we were really scared that it would be over, and because everything was failing. Liver was failing, she had stomach bleeds, everything was stopping in a way, stopped working. And But she had a bone marrow transplant a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, I think, from a brother. And the funny thing is, her brother was type A, a blood type A, and she was O, and now she is also blood type A. So, yeah, that's amazing that is even possible. But his bone marrow is catching on, although he was only 50% compatible, it is still working. So yeah, they took a shot, they took a chance, and I'm glad they did. Yeah, she is slowly recovering, and I'm hoping she will pull through and will be cancer-free very soon. And yeah, that's about it. That's good news. And yeah, besides that, it's the end of the year. My finances are gone, so I don't even have a budget anymore. So there's no budget. My budget is no budget. But yeah, it happens. Things will improve soon, I hope. So yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know what your thoughts are on the paper word thing that the man in question asked. And I talk to you next week. Bye bye.